do. So I study microbial communities, primarily bacterial communities, that live in a variety of different habitats. So we study the associations of bacteria with marine sponges. Marine sponges are really unique in that they actually farm some of their own bacteria. They filter feed, so they take bacteria from the water, but what they eat are not the same organisms that we find living inside them. And so our question is, what are those organisms doing for the sponge, and what can this help us understand about symbiotic relationships between host organisms and their associated microbiomes? So that's one area, but we also look at soil microorganisms, particularly bacteria that produce natural products, things that we as humans may be able to harness for our own uses as pharmaceutical compounds. So trying to get a better handle on how we live in this world with other organisms and how we might be able to share some of those attributes or benefits that they can provide to us that would enhance the quality of our lives. And so Louis Pasteur was the one that actually came up with the germ theory, where we actually understood that there was something that was causing that growth. So his early experiments were really the foundation for modern day microbiology, because without those, we wouldn't have any way to understand what it was that we were seeing. My living kind of legend, or the person that I look up to, would be Dr. Rita Caldwell. So she is a woman who was in microbiology in times when there weren't that many women, and she was a very strong proponent for the quality of the science, but also the ability of women to carry out quality science. So her work started off a lot with Vibrio cholera, and she maintained that area basically throughout the entirety of her career, which was nice to see, but she's also been a huge advocate for getting others involved in science and trying to make science readily accessible to the larger public. She was also the former director of the National Science Foundation and has gone on to a number of different positions where she can use her exposure to help others also enhance their own careers.